Welcome to 2for2. I'm Sara Gross.
And I'm Chris Stafford, and on this episode of 2for2 we have the very latest rowing news. And that starts with the British pair of London Olympic gold medalists Katherine Grainger and Vicky Thornley, who will now compete in the double sculls, having failed in a late attempt to earn a place in the 8. Grainger is particularly relieved and said there were days when she couldn't see a way forward, but never stopped believing that she'd get there. The 40-year-old Scottish rower is already GB's most successful Olympic rower and is determined to be back on the podium in Rio this year, which would make her Britain's most successful Olympian ever. The pair finished 5th at the World Cup in Poznan last weekend, after which their Olympic selection was confirmed. And Katherine won silver in Sydney, Athens and Beijing before clinching the gold in London with Anna Watkins on that occasion. And Vicky, who by the way is 6'4", started off her sporting career as a show jumper, with a period of modelling along the way.
The US is also a strong rowing nation, and it will be fielding athletes in the single and double sculls, pairs, quadruple sculls and 8. Its quad team won bronze in London and is also the defending world champion, while the 8 seeks a historic 11th consecutive world Olympic title in Rio. And looking at the list, it's impressive how many of them row for Princeton.
Yeah, that is noticeable. And of course in Australia they'll be hoping to go one better in the coxless pairs and double sculls when they took silver in London, and where their neighbours New Zealand came away with just a bronze medal thanks to Juliet Haig and Rebecca Scown in the coxless pairs.
And Canada's team of 14 is led by coxswain Leslie Thompson-Willie, who will be competing in her amazingly 8th Olympic Games, tying the all-time women's record for any sport. Maria Sampson and I checked in with team members Lindsay Jennerick and Patricia Obi this past February on Wisp World Canada.
And the rowing takes place from August the 6th through the 13th at the Lagda Stadium in Brazil.
For more Olympic coverage, join sports journalist Kelly O'Mara and I every Friday for our newest Olympic podcast, 5 Ring Circus, for a discussion of everything from doping to testosterone testing to Zika, as we head towards the opening ceremonies. Or join Chris and I here once again for another episode of 2for2.